One of the questions I get asked the most is, where is the market headed for the remainder of 2022? This is a question that people ask me with regards to the Toronto real estate market and the GTA real estate market consistently, and it comes from both buyers and sellers. And although unfortunately for both you and myself, I cannot look into the future, I think there are some safe assumptions that can be made. So in today's video, that's exactly what we're going to talk about. Where is the Toronto/GTA real estate market headed? Hello everyone, this is Sam from SaberiSixRealEstate and Remax Realtron Realty Inc. As always, back with another video for you guys here today. You can find my contact information on the screen and in the description box with regards to my Gmail, my office information and address, and where you can find me on social media platforms as well. Feel free to get in touch with me with any further questions that may arise during this video or any other videos, or if you have any general market inquiries. Before you do so, however, please feel free to enter my name into Google, go through my Google reviews, and see the feedback past and current clients have provided via working with me. Now, to answer where the market is headed, let's look at a few facts, matters of facts, not opinion. We are staring down at the time of recording of this video, which is the end of August 29th, another rate hike to come in the early days of September, most likely between September 7th and September 9th. That is the next time the Bank of Canada is meeting, and with a high degree of certainty, there will be another rate hike coming. That is indisputable. Now, something that is disputable by a small margin, because there's still a consensus with regards to this, but nonetheless a small margin, is the fact that if this is going to be the last rate hike or not. Famously, an economist and strategist with CIBC came out and said that no, indeed, this will be the last rate hike, while most other economists and strategists and yours truly beg to differ with that opinion. The more popular consensus is that this is not the last rate hike. But whether it's the last or not, once again, it's indisputable that there will be another rate hike in September. Now, since peak market conditions, as of August 1st, 2022, prices are down across all property types, across all areas since peak market conditions by a factor of nearly 20%, 19% to be exact. In a dollar amount, prices are down $259,000. Now, that's since peak market conditions, which was in February of 2022 overall. The market has substantially cooled, there's no doubt about it, and every other indicator points to a cooler market, and there's no doubt about it at this point. Relists are up, terminations are up, days on market are up, prices are down, some areas more than others, and it's a far more buyer advantageous market. Now, this is what has happened thus far. Where is the Toronto real estate market headed going forward? Are people going to start panic selling? Well, interestingly enough, in recent weeks, sellers have actually started to adjust. This is a trend that we saw a bit of in July, but really it has come to fruition in August. What do I mean by adjust? Listings have gone down. That's right, there's barely any quality inventory on the market. And that indicates to me that the panic selling a lot of people predicted has not yet occurred. And that is not something I see coming to fruition either. So not only has inventory diminished, but I think inventory will continue to diminish a bit more, if not stay around the same range. I certainly do not believe there will be a spike in inventory anytime soon, but do keep in mind that summer months are usually very slow in terms of inventory. So it is quite seasonal. However, whether the fall season will see a spike in inventory or not, I'm a little bit dubious of that fact. I do believe that sellers have adjusted, and people who do not need to sell and can afford to wait, well, those people who can afford to wait will wait, and those who are struggling to pay the mortgage, even let's say they're on variable, historical trends show that people tend to cut all other expenses first to pay the mortgage. So I think there will be a resilient base, and inventory once again will not spike as a lot of people are predicting, in terms of a lot of people under duress listing their properties on the market with regards to the GTA real estate market and the Toronto real estate market. You will have some for sure, but I do not believe it will be as large as people think it will be. And let's segue into prices, because although I made clear that I do believe rates will continue to go up, and I do not think the September meeting will be the last meeting, I do also believe that the days of a full basis point are over. And some people have actually predicted 1.5 basis points. Now, once again, I can be perfectly wrong about that, but I do believe going forward, we're going to be looking at 0.25 to 0.75, smaller, more incremental increases. But nonetheless, consequently, this will have a further impact on prices. I do believe so. Now, I tried my best to stay away from price predictions. All I'm going to say, and if this is cowardice, apologies, frankly, I'm uncomfortable to tell you, oh, it's going to go down 10% here, 30% there. Nonetheless, I do believe prices will come down a bit. I do not believe prices will come down another 20% or something alarming like that. Nonetheless, it's a very safe bet to say that we will be dealing with lower prices. And this is actually where we can shift to the buyer side, because as rates go up, prices come down. This is where we'll see the impact on the buyer's side. And it's quite comical in a sad way, because we have established that listings will go down, and they have gone down, which you might think will cause a scenario in which demand outweighs supply, but that won't necessarily be the case in my professional opinion, because I do believe, although it has been a far more buyer advantageous market and will be a far more buyer advantageous market, unfortunately, the very reason it's a more buyer advantageous market, the interest rates will eliminate certain buyers from the market. So not only do I think supply will go down as rates go up and prices come down, but I think demand will diminish as well. You're going to see less active buyers, in my opinion. Now, there is a theory that buyers are waiting on the sidelines to jump in, and certainly that is the case with a lot of buyers I work with and I know of, mostly investor buyers, because a lot of time end users, and this is the advice I give to my end user buyers, is look, I'd rather you buy something in today's market where there's more supply, maybe at $20,000 more than you would in a month or two, but at least you're buying something you like at $20,000 more today, as opposed to buying something you like less but for $20,000 less. Nonetheless, there are buyers on the sidelines, but as we established earlier, there are also sellers who are on the sidelines, or who are sidelining themselves slowly, creating somewhat of, for lack of a better word, a Mexican standoff situation. Which leads me to the rental market, because what we have seen in recent months is a hot and vibrant rental market. Well, that is not just happening independent of rate hikes in the purchase and sell market, it's happening as a cause of that. I do believe a good portion of people who are looking to rent right now are potential buyers that are either holding off for a year, whether it's because they think they can time the market, or they've been eliminated from the market due to the higher rates. That's a separate question. But I do believe the rental market is near peak market right now, and I think it will continue to sustain itself into the fall season. However, well into 2023, I do believe it's going to subside a bit more. And I've been telling Toronto renters and Toronto landlords the opposite right now. I've been telling Toronto renters right now is not the time to act. If you can afford to wait, please do wait, because the market right now for rentals is quite crazy. While the Toronto landlords, I've been telling them right now is the time to act, because once again, the rental market is quite crazy. Anyways, let me know if you have any further questions about topics discussed in this video. Feel free to get in touch with me with the contact information on the screen or in the description box. Also, do not forget, I do have a newsletter that I send out on a monthly basis. So feel free to subscribe to my newsletter, find my contact info, subscribe, comment, rate, and review. Your support in that regard is greatly appreciated. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe and stay tuned. Thank you.